All right, and we are live. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Archa Cafe. So let's have the greeting session now started. We have BCB, hi, just a crypto guy, hi, Stacy, hi, Caddy, as always, hi, Ultra. Come on, I mean, your support has been really great. In fact, I mean, considering the time zone that you are in right now. Hello, Caesar, we have, hello, who else? We have USPS, hi, we have Tom, hi, we have Kira, hi. And of course, we also have Joe. What's the server that they're speaking of? Hmm. BCB says nothing much, just excited to watch some of our favorite peeps talking crypto. Okay.
We will do
How
that.
about we deviate from the topic? We'll stop talking about crypto today. We'll start speaking about what's happening in the world apart from crypto.
Oh, there's such a thing?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, day in and day out, you keep speaking about crypto, you keep thinking about Archangel and stuff like that, and now all of a sudden you come and ask me, what's there about apart from crypto in the world? Okay, there are a lot of stuff, but are we really interested in it? Nah, right, not right now. So a big compliment to you from BCB, Miss Bread looking stunning as
Thank
always.
you. Thank you.
Perfect. So, I mean, since BCB did mention about in terms of having talks on crypto and stuff, I mean, we were just having a kind of a discussion, and we thought we will kind of bring in a sort of a format to the entire show. So, uh, what we have thought is kind of condense it to just say 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes duration. And within that span of time, the first and foremost thing that we are going to have, as in when we open up the show, would be something to speak on the current market status of the entire cryptocurrencies out there. So we'll just have a quick look at the market right now, and after which we'll just go ahead and discuss some of the updates. Then we will have a general talk, or probably our views on certain updates and stuff. After which we'll obviously look into having the giveaway, and then at the end I thought, why not keep a little bit of educational stuff uh, added up to the cafe as well, just to add in a little spice. So we are going to have very basic stuff that we discuss around. So I mean, people who are really new to crypto or people who already know about crypto might uh, find it a little repetitive, or might find it even new to themselves, which they might not have known as well. So these
Mhm.
would be some basic stuff that I have in mind. And I mean, again, it's a show that's open for all. So anyone who has any specific topics that you want us to just bring up, it will be just a quick 5-10 minutes educational segment that would be there within this show, and then we go ahead and end it if there is nothing much. So I mean, that's the whole plan, but hey, plans do change always.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. So let's have a quick look at the market conditions right now. So I I'll just share my screen so it's much better. Where is the tab?
Are you looking
There.
at the Guardian platform market news?
Yep, yep, yep.
Oh, good.
Absolutely. Where did that go? I am trying to search the platform. I'm sorry, the screen with the platform.
Mhm.
It's not giving me. Oi. Oh, come on.
You having a bit of trouble with screen share?
Yep, yep, yep. A little bit. And is it is it visible now?
It is, yeah.
Ah, perfect. There you go. So here it is. I mean, the market news. This is something that I really keep, referring quite a bit on a
Mhm.
daily basis. I'll be very frank and open on that. Irrespective of speaking that I'm a fan of Archangel and Guardian and stuff. Apart from that, if you look at it on a general note, this page really has a lot of stuff that you can actually digest on a daily basis. And the best part that I really loved is the positive, neutral, and negative kind of categorization that it actually has. So it really helps me, filter out certain things. First read the positives, first read the negatives, or even the neutrals, and then understand. And also, in terms of these tags, you have specific to LTC, you have specific to Solana, you have
Mhm.
specific to regulations. These things really help a lot. So, okay, one thing that I want to actually go ahead and quickly have a dip check is more towards the overall market cap that's around 1.3 trillion, I believe, right now. So 1.24 to be precise. So on that note, I mean the market is holding pretty good. That's my honest opinion. It's not like it's having a double downfall that we usually see whenever there's a bear market. It's
Mhm.
pretty much holding strong. So on one note, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign because we know for a fact that the governments, as earlier were speaking of banning, and now they have come down or toned down to regulations, and then they will definitely tone down to going ahead and probably legalizing. That's definitely going to happen down the horizon, but uh, probably might take a little more time for the entire world to adopt it. But yeah, I mean it's coming. Let's face the fact, it's coming, because as you can see, many of the governments are moving towards regulation right now. They know for a fact they cannot just stay away from it.
Right.
And by the way, speaking of all this stuff, I think if people have not checked out the economics episode that was there recently, I would suggest that you go ahead to the main PG of Archangel and have a quick look at or have a quick listen to the economics episode. It was an amazing episode with a lot of educative content over there. So, and yeah, that's about regulations and fund as well. So, uh, I mean, that's something that you will really need to have a check on. Do we have any other comments? Oh, there we go. Hey, Krista.
Sure.
Forgot I muted my mic. Hold up. There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
the camera fell off like midweek, so like I have to try to
Ooh.
reposition it. There we go. That's good.
Okay. All good?
Yes,
Okay.
it's all good.
Perfect. I hope you had your dinner.
Yeah, I actually had it early this time.
Nice.
So
Good job, kid.
Perfect.
I wasn't rushing to get dinner. I was rushing to go from the grocery store.
So, what did you have?
I had a it was beans. It's this kind of it's this sauce, Mexican sauce called mole. That with chicken and what did I say? Rice, beans, that, and then some steak as well.
Nice.
What's the proof?
Good.
What's the
Yeah,
proof?
that's a party. What's the? Yeah, I forgot to take the picture. I was rushing home and I was like, I forgot that picture.
So you do remember the last time we did discuss that you're going to take a snap of whatever you're having and then show it to us in the cafe so that we get to know that yes, you had this.
The best part was that it's as I was driving home and I'm texting you guys. And I was like, oh, I completely forgot about it. And then as I'm driving home, texting you guys, I was like, wait a minute. I was supposed to send that like 2 hours ago.
That's all right.
True.
I'll just post a picture of tomorrow's dinner. But this was yesterday's dinner, guys. Make up for it.
That's fine.
Hey,
We'll accept that.
you know one thing, you can put a snap of whatever you actually feel like, because no one can actually vet it in the background. Just don't anyone. Tell anyone that I gave you this idea. Okay.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, I'll just go back to the market condition and stuff. So, just thinking, it's on a holding pattern. It's like trending more towards the sideways or probably holding its ground. A little more drop might be expected owing to certain other factors in the current market status in terms of regulations. The US. I think today we also have a couple of announcements from certain countries. I've forgotten. Uh, okay, I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
Okay. It happens when you have a lot of things to process through. Uh, but yeah, there is this one thing that I actually heard. Japan actually announced they approved a bill which would legalize crypto, and they might also be coming out with a stable coin from their government side. Kind of a CBDC, but I think it's completely not the entire CBDC concept, a centralized one, at least as far as I know. But I mean that's definitely going to lead a lot more into adoption in Japan as well. So I believe we are going to hear some very good positive news from the Japanese side in terms of using cryptocurrency as a mainstream, uh, trading mechanism, or it might even be a actual currency that you can actually transact with on the open market. So let's see. I mean, let's wait for that completely be out. But apart from that, I guess little more countries are also showing their positive notes in terms of adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender by, and some of them have also gone ahead El Salvador route, and probably trying to especially see if there are any possibilities of implementing crypto as their own currency. And this definitely comes out from a part where the dollar has a very low strength in terms, I mean, their own native currency has a very low strength against the dollar. That's on the African market. I mean, the Central African side, that's there. They've started adopting crypto a lot more easily right now. So let's see what more we can expect from the coming days or months, I would say. So I mean, that's the whole thing I had to rant about the market condition and stuff. So Quester, Miss Fred, you have any thoughts on that? Any info that you might have want to share?
I think as far as countries creating regulations or taking those baby steps, it just reminds us of how really early we all are to be in here. So when we go through the daily crypto grind and we're looking at, charts or price or building utilities or whatever, we are so early. And all these countries out there they're taking baby steps. They're creating frameworks, or they're passing regulations, or they're even, just discussing regulation. So I personally think adoption is inevitable. It's going to take a while to get there. To get there big enough to make an impact where we're going to be like, yeah, crypto's here. So Japan's a good example, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it next like 10 years. I could see the countries really rolling out with crypto adoption. But like you said, just the fact that they're starting to talk about it is insane. Because not too long ago, there was the government's trying to kind of put down crypto and was like, no, that's not good. Or when Bitcoin was around, like when it started out, they're like, no, Bitcoin's not real. It's a scam. It's not safe. And here we are now. Countries are scrambling over each other, trying to find ways to accept it and put it as legal tender. El Salvador was the first one. They're like, oh, we're just going to go ahead and beat all you guys to this, because they see the potential and they see the opportunity. I mean, I don't want to diss any other world governments, but I mean, I think El Salvador was probably the smartest out of all of them to be really on it. Like they were really on it. They researched it. They made sure it was something they were capable of doing, and they just went into it and they did it, and they have no regrets over it. That's amazing. So I could definitely see a lot more countries doing that. I forgot where it was, but I saw somewhere Chipotle in the United States is starting to accept crypto as well.
Yeah.
So that as well, businesses accepting crypto, that's another huge thing too.
Yeah.
That will definitely help with adoption as well. That's insane.
Yeah, definitely. I think AMC Entertainment started accepting crypto last November, December. I remember the CEO had put out that announcement. So I mean, even last year, there were companies making that move, and thankfully they weren't overthinking it and getting bogged down in their own thought processes, and they just made the move. So
right. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's true. Some of the crypto LLCs that are actually registered in the US and Canada side, they are also going ahead and paying people as salaries in crypto itself. So that's also something that's happening in the background. So I mean, I don't know how governments are so happy about it or not. That's something that we'll have to wait and see. So, but yeah, I mean, it's here to stay. That's all I can say. I mean, after being, after seeing the entire market trend shift, uh, what was it way back in 2014, 2015? During that time, the entire crypto market was somewhere around 8 billion market cap. That's the
Mhm.
entire market cap of crypto, 8 billion. And what is it today? The peak was somewhere around 2.5 trillion.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what it says for itself. I mean, 2020 did have a very good run, mainly because of the pandemic, and a lot more people were actually, getting themselves into crypto, probably
Mhm.
just to play some region plays. People thought they could just make a quick buck and stuff, uh, but hey, the market is still holding on strong at 1.34 trillion or 1.3 trillion. That's something that we will have to see, from 8 billion to 1.3 trillion. A big
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's nothing. Before, I mean, like the governments again, they could push away like, oh, it's only like worth a few billion. Once it gets to a trillion, it's like, hold up, okay,
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. That's when they start really thinking. And I mean, obviously, we see it. They're really starting to think about it now, and it only happened
Exactly.
as soon as we hit that trillion mark. That's when we really saw these governments being like, wait a minute, like, I need to find a way to get into this because this is something legit, and this is something that's the future right here.
Absolutely. I mean, people, or I wouldn't say people, I would say venture capitals or big institutions as such, they were actually just speaking about all this stuff, and they were ranting about it, speaking of, this is just a bubble. I mean, it's nothing, it's worthless, it's just some digital asset which you will pay millions or even thousands of dollars, and at the end you get nothing. But now they're actually cribbing that they could not buy Bitcoin when it was around 100ish or 1000ish dollars. I literally have seen certain articles wherein they said that we really did miss buying Bitcoin, because that would have been a golden investment opportunity for us. And now you do have those big names, and by big names I mean JP Morgan, Stanley. These guys are getting into it.
Oh yeah.
All right. I was reading this other article wherein in Singapore, JP Morgan is actually trying and testing a DeFi investment portfolio. So that's not open to the public. So what they're going to do is they're going to pull in funds from certain venture capitals or institutions, and then put it across to DeFi tokens. That's the kind of a plan that they have right now. I mean, not exactly a bond or a kind of a nifty kind of a stuff that we have, right? So, but I don't know how it actually works. We'll just have to wait and see when it actually launches. But I mean, this is a start. This is where they're trying to get themselves into, and very soon we might also see certain, offers for people to go ahead and start investing in DeFi platforms through these brokerages as well. Why? Because they want to make some money. Don't fall for it. Don't give them your money. I mean, you know how to invest in crypto. If not, tune into Archa Cafe. We'll teach you how to. That's not a big problem. But or join our Archangel Telegram group. We'll show you how to. Or go over to Guardian. Guardian can show you the best on how to.
Yeah,
That's also there.
I was gonna say, shoot, we're on the platform that people could use the
Yeah.
best.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Not exaggerating, absolutely not exaggerating, because I'm telling you, this has become my go-to default platform from the day it actually launched. Because I'm finding a lot more information, especially look at those greens and reds. I don't know. I feel like looking at them every single second. I like that.
It's
Flashing red and
mesmerizing.
green. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, my most favorite part is the news section, like I said. So I mean, that has a plethora of information that can actually give you that true legit information. It's not that bogus information of, hey, this is going to 100x, and this token XYZ, it's actually competing with Cardano or Bitcoin, or Ethereum is going down, whereas this token is going up to the green. This kind of S stuff, that's something that I can definitely avoid with the Guardian platform. So, I mean, Joe also has put out a Nasdaq article
Mhm.
that clearly states. I'll just see if I can copy this comment. I'm not able to copy the text. I don't know, Quester, if you are able to. Um, Wait, let me
Let's
just
see.
try something. Hmm. Nah, I don't know. Okay.
Hold up, I put it in
Kevin is
the
here.
chat. Maybe if you can.
Hello. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not able to copy it. If possible, I would have shown. So,
No, I put it in our
Joe, if you're
private
there,
chat. You
you
should
put
be
it
able
there.
to, yeah, I was gonna say you should be able to copy it and then
Gotcha,
post it on
gotcha,
there.
gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I don't know why this one's being
Perfect.
picky. Uh-oh. Let me. I don't think it got all.
Oh no,
Doing.
yeah.
I just threw it in the Guardian main chat so people can read it.
There we go.
Perfect.
That's the full link.
Yeah, I was thinking it just took me to the actual homepage of Nasdaq's articles. Oh, right.
Whoops.
Go ahead and quickly share.
Let's see.
There you go. Yep. Crypto mass adoption, a matter of when, not if. Absolutely fine. I would definitely agree to this particular point. So, according to recent study, roughly 27 million Americans own cryptocurrency, 44.5% of which own Bitcoin. Percentage of Americans who own cryptocurrency has not yet reached 10% of the total population, but it has been a steady incline since the inception of Bitcoin in 2009. 27 million is not 10% of the entire population, and that's just Americans. Okay, the rest of the world is still there to count. So if the entire population of the world is taken in and just 10% of it, I think it's around 5 to 6% ish right now. And I feel that it has actually reduced because it has withered out those people who were just that kind of investors who got into the when the pandemic was going on. A certain bit of paper hands, as they call it, they were just in for a quick buck. Many of them have actually moved out and probably gone back to their own products of stocks and regular trading and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's happening. Some or the other way, they are just inclined towards investing in crypto mainly because of the gain potential that's there. So we are still early in crypto. Absolutely, yes. CBDCs are on the horizon. Yes, this is something that I don't know. I've been probably speaking about a lot or hearing about it a lot as well. Many countries are now going out to set up. Here in India, in fact, since I know this info, they are actually planning to roll out the CBDC by end of this year, is what I heard. They're also in discussion with two of the entities in Europe and the US as well, I believe. So I think once there is some terms that they agree upon, we are going to have CBDC here in India as well. That's one part, and they're also going to come out with their own digital currency that's to be utilized in India itself. The digital rupee that's going to come out, but they said that they're going to roll it out in phases. Probably July is something that we can see some update regarding this. But yeah, let's see.
That is awesome.
Yep. So do give this a read. I'll probably take this up, and I mean it's there in the comments, I believe. But just so since people might have joined different channels, I'll just post it here and shoot it to all the channels. There you go.
Awesome.
Perfect. So you have USPS who says it's not a coincidence that when investment banks are finally getting into crypto, the price has pulled back so much. Tremendous opportunity to add when big money is. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. I'll tell you what. Many of the individuals are the one who are most benefited from crypto, and they have made, I would say, millions. I would honestly say millions of dollars out of it. Whereas banks were actually, man, I did miss this chance, and now they're come up and ranted. I mean, crypto is a bubble. We will not allow people to invest in crypto. Why? Because they are becoming millionaires. They're not paying the banks. They're not paying our taxes. I don't want them here to utilize my bank services when they're not paying me anything. Why the hell should I pay you? It's my money.
The other thing too that I wanted to point out was like, yeah, because the banks they want to get a better money price, like money floor. They know they can't get to where they originally were at, and they know they can't get as good of a deal as people have gotten. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to manipulate the market so they can get what they want. But the best part is, since this is crypto, everyone else can get in there too, and we can get into there. We can get our money. We can get our cryptos for really cheap, and just let it ride.
Yep.
Just let it go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I totally agree to that. That's something that people are trying to do. They're still in the same vibes of the traditional market, wherein a little bit of negative news will make the stock prices fall to a very high extent, wherein you do have this people who are shaken off, and for a fact these big venture capitals are waiting for that particular price point to prey upon, right? So
Oh yeah.
that doesn't happen in crypto, man. Come on, that's the power of decentralization, and that's where people also have the equal advantage as you guys.
Hey.
No inside information. Absolutely.
I'm perfectly fine with that price going down just a little bit more. That means I get more for my buck. So that's the way I look at it.
Yes.
I don't look at it as a negative thing. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's perfectly fine. The crypto's on sale. Let me go and put in some more.
Yeah, definitely yes. So Zen has a comment. Don't jump on cheap crypto yet. Quantitative tightening coming soon.
Bit and pieces. Yeah. I'm not going full ape. Just eat bits and pieces. I'm disciplining myself. That way I don't ape entirely. Little bits and pieces. If it drops down a little bit, okay, here's another little bit. Okay, here's a little bit more if it drops down more. That's what I'm doing. I'm not throwing in everything in there. Don't worry. I'm trying to be smart about this, and
absolutely. And it also depends on the kind of crypto that you also invest in, right? So you should go ahead and look for those projects which have a long-term sustainable model that's there built into them. This is something that I keep speaking, but I don't know if people agree with me or not. Rather than having investment done on a random gamble basis to see a quick 10x or a quick 5x, it's always good and better that you invest in a project which has a slow upward trend. The main reason here being projects which have a slower upward trend are always in the build phase, and once the actual build is completed, that is when you can have parabolic gains that you can see. So once that happens, that is when, and it's there to stay for a very long term, right? So you're looking for a short-term gain that might help you in the immediate moment, but look at it on a longer-term gain, whereas people who are in the 25, 30s or 35s, they can actually plan a retirement fund right now.
Oh, yeah.
And that retirement fund may not be till you're 60 years old or 50 years old. It may be even before that, right? So that can happen in the next 5 to 10 years is where you can see, not even 5 years or even lesser than that, you can definitely see a lot of projects wither down. And you can also see that funneling happening in terms of all those the meme coin manias that are even still running right now. I was just in these couple of other crypto groups which are there in Telegram and kind of degen place and stuff. So just been there to know what's going on, get the vibes. There are these e-news that are still running the market right now, and I was like surprised. But one good thing that I can actually say is the number of people that are getting interested in that right now are very low. So earlier last year, say till November, December duration, we had a lot of people getting into meme tokens and trying to buy humongous amounts of tokens. They were happy seeing those quadrillion supply and so many zeros and so many billions or trillions of tokens in their wallets. But ultimately, they did not know that they just paid $10 for it. Right? So, end of the day, even if it doubles up, and they were like, I received 100 trillions in reflections, whereas I have 5 quadrillion tokens. What's the value in USD, my boy? $4. Okay.
The other important
what difference does it make?
The other important thing too is, since we're on that talk of banks and coming in and wanting to do the DeFi investments, there's going to
Mhm.
be a huge call for those kind of regulations that we're going to see, where there's going to have to be ways that these projects will have to verify themselves and show
Yeah,
that they're going to be legit and that they're here for the long run. I mean,
yeah.
obviously, yeah, we're going to see those meme tokens. Those are going to be here no matter what, because let's be honest, people like good memes. But the banks are going to be definitely the banks are going to have this huge call for strict, like for those, like I said, those regulations, the proof of identity, all that kind of stuff. That
Yeah.
way, because I was thinking about that when you're saying how they were wanting to venture in the DeFi, JP Morgan wanting to. And it's like, oh,
Mhm.
that could be a little dangerous because they could put their clients' money into a project. And what happens if they rug pull? What are they going to tell their client? Oh,
Right.
sorry, I put it in this project. I thought they were legit, but they ran with their money. I mean, right there, people are going to be pissed. So there's going to be a huge call for those legit projects, and a lot of memes, like tokens, a lot of those scams, all those. We're going to see huge plummet in those because, like I said again, those banks are not going to accept DeFi the way it is right now. They're not going to like it whatsoever because they don't want their client coming back at them mad because they lost their money. So
I'll tell you what JP Morgan would actually say to the people if in case there is a rug pull. Investment is subject to market conditions. Please read the offer documents carefully before investing.
right, yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, you had to read the fine print. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care
it.
if you need a magnifying glass. You signed it, so.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll tell you what. JP Morgan got its brokerage fees. Why does it care?
This is
I'm
true.
not
They were
saying just
getting
JP
either
Morgan,
way.
any brokerage, I would say. I mean, didn't want to take out only a specific name. Any brokerage that you go for in terms of investment, they've got the brokerage fees. What more do they care about your investment? Think
Well,
of
then
that for a
the
while.
thing as well is they want to invest into other projects too. I think that's where
Yeah,
you can really see it. They want to invest in the projects. They're gonna be like, hey, I don't want to lose my money
absolutely.
here because I'm putting millions.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, majority of the crowd that's actually there in terms of all these big venture capitals also, they're not the younger generation who know or understand how blockchain and crypto works.
Right.
They're still that old bunch of guys. I'm sorry to say this out in the open, but there's still the old bunch of guys who are in the traditional market and they just think that crypto is kind of a quick investment tool. That's it. They're still learning. They're very much learning. A few of them are actually now getting into the vibes of understanding blockchain, understanding cryptocurrencies, how a token works, how an on-chain token works. So I mean, all these stuff are still very, very nascent and new to them. And on those notes, I think we as normal people who are in crypto from the past 3 to 4 years or even 5 years are very much more educated than them. That's what I'm happy about. I mean,
Right.
we can teach them that this is what a token is, this is how it works, this is how you create a smart contract, this is what you read in a smart contract, these kind of stuff, right? So
Right. Well, then that pulls for them to go to people that already have this knowledge and going for projects
yeah.
that have already been doing this stuff. Guardian. So I mean, like right there, they can when they go
I know what you did there.
when they finally go in, they have the resources, they have the tools that they can educate themselves and be able to be be smart investors, and they don't have to be
Hmm.
as uncertain or as negative when it comes to crypto. Because I really feel like with their negativity, it's more they just don't understand it, and that's what scares them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now they're starting to understand it. That's where we see these guys finally coming around to it. They're getting more knowing to it. They're educating themselves on it. They're trying to see what all this is all about.
Absolutely. So USPS is, like it or not, crypto definitely needs regulation. Yes, I totally agree to this particular part. Regulation is needed, but not military grade of what I can say, dictatorship, I would say. No centralized dictatorship. That's something that we do not want. We need regulation. You would not expect the banks to tell us where to invest our money.
All the regulation we need is the simple fact that any and all the projects that are listed on things such as Coinbase or CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, all those guys, they are verified projects. That's the only regulation we need.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that these guys are legit, and that's it. There's no other regulation we really need. We just need to know that they are legit. They're not rug pulls. They're not scams. That way, people can invest in them. And of course, those ones that are not legit, well, you're probably going to randomly find them on Uniswap because they can't get onto CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap.
Absolutely. See, on one note, you can also have certain kind of asset backing also done. Even if there is a project that is going to actually go ahead with a rug pull, you must always have certain kind of asset backing as a fail-safe mechanism.
Right.
The current companies also do have. When you file for bankruptcy for any of the banks or stuff, when you are not able to pay back whatever you have taken, they can always go ahead and take in your assets that you own, which would cover up to a certain extent of
Right.
If it's say $100, then at least it would cover up $30 to $40 or so. I'm not saying, just giving a big number. So that kind of asset backing also can be done, and that asset backing can also be in stable tokens or even Bitcoin or Ethereum itself, right?
Yeah,
so these are the things that people need to think of, innovative ways of how you can actually prevent or probably compensate people who would be part of a rug pull, rather than saying crypto is just a bubble, crypto is all full of rug pulls. I mean, you go ahead and invest in some Inu kind of a S coin, and then you come and tell me that it's a rug pull. Do your own research.
Yeah, you got a point there,
yeah. All right, so we have Zen saying, yep, and there is more institutional money than we think already.
Yes.
We can see it because of how close it's moving with the retail markets. Yes, absolutely, yes. Yes, I've been monitoring that fact. I don't know if my thought is right over here or not. I feel that the money from the actual stock market is moving towards crypto right now, mainly because of the fact that I was just going through certain patterns and trends. The tech stocks, which were kind of golden stocks to invest in, they've gone a little dormant right now. I mean, it was not, the golden era has ended, I would say, for the tech stocks. The main reason here being the technological aspect there at that point of time, that has shifted entirely right now. The digital market into picture. So actual tech stocks which were there earlier, they've lost their charm. That's what I would say. So, the way we look at certain technical services, even be it customer support, it has AI built into it right now, wherein you don't even need that many people to even manage a call center, right? So these are the kind of changes or advancements that have happened, wherein the trend has now shifted. So they know for a fact that has saturated to a certain extent. Now everyone wanted to invest in a Tesla or a Google. So that's not the case right now over there. Where else is the big money at? Here you go. Crypto is open for you. So I mean, that's where the shift is happening. But let's see. I mean, my deduction might be wrong, but that's what I feel, because there is some massive movements in terms of liquidation that's happening on the stock market side, and you do see some new infusing amount that's happening towards the crypto market, and that's happening only with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and those kind of tokens right now. Big projects that are there currently, but apart from that, the smaller ones are still waiting.
Right. Well, I was gonna say one thing I was thinking was, I'm wondering now that like how you said, there's older people in the stock market and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even right now, we're getting younger people inheriting their stocks from their parents, all that kind of stuff, or grandparents. What I'm wondering as well is that they're like, yeah, this is great. This is great your time, but now, like, if I want to get the same thing that you did, I would have to go into crypto. Like, all respect to you, but I'm going to liquidate the stocks and I'm going to put them into crypto. Kind of what you were saying there, where they're liquidating the stocks, putting into the crypto markets. And yeah, right now they're just going for the big projects because that's the only one they know is safe. Right now they know, okay, yeah, these guys have been here for 10 plus years. These are, in their mind, those are the only legit projects. But the idea is eventually that money is just going to trickle down and keep trickling down, because it's going to get to the point where people are like, is it really worth buying Bitcoin at like 70K when I could buy this coin at like $10? It's like, or even 10,000 or 6,000. They're going to be. That's where we'll see, once Bitcoin reaches that high amount, that's when the smaller cryptos and everything, that's when they'll have their heyday, because the big guys will finally start moving back down. They're like, well, let me risk a little bit more.
Absolutely. See, it's always a room for growth that they these kind of projects actually look into, right? So what
Mhm.
percentage gains can I get if I invest this much on a particular project, or even in stocks as well? So
Right.
if I'm having a stock which can give me a 20% return, and as against which is probably a startup company or a new company, as against a stock which is existing for past 10 years and it's just giving you a 2% return, which one is better for me? Again, this 2% might be even bigger than the 10%, considering the value in terms of dollars, right? So
Right.
that's also something that they actually look into.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, but like you said, Quester, nobody wants to buy Bitcoin at 70K.
Right. Oh yeah. And it's gonna get there, Inevitably it's going to reach that
Yeah.
70K, and that's when people are gonna be like, okay, hold on. Like, that's still too much for me now. 30K I thought was a little bad, but
Yeah. I mean, it's eventually definitely going to reach up high in its value because the supply keeps decreasing, right? So
right.
quite
Yeah.
obvious that it will definitely reach that amount or value, because I mean, Bitcoin is somewhat compared to gold as well. So that's the
Mhm.
gold of cryptocurrency, as they say. So
Yep.
yeah, it only appreciates in price. Yes, you do have some downfalls here and there, but well, I did keep hearing people speaking of Bitcoin going down to 18K or even 20K and stuff. I don't see that happening right now, but even if it happens, like I said, it's a good opportunity for people to get in. That's what people want. I mean, not the people, I'm sorry. That's what these big institutions
I was
want.
gonna say institutions. Oh yeah. They want to
Yeah.
get
They're
that
like,
cheaper Bitcoin.
Bitcoin to 20K, Bitcoin to 20K. Come on, Bitcoin to 20K.
Right. Instead of them wishing that I'd go back to the 60, they're wanting it to go to the 20.
And
Like,
they're
oh
like,
my god.
you know what? Bitcoin is a bubble. You do not buy it, okay? Bitcoin is just there to, waste your money. You buy Bitcoin at 50K and you think that it will go to 60K. No, it is going to fall down to 30, 35K. Just keep waiting. And then we see Bitcoin shoot up all the way to 70K.
Yeah, right.
What are they like? Damn, my news did not work out. So yeah, I mean, a couple of comments on mentioned on is yes, everything good, although on a personal note, I would say you should still have some liquid fund available for you as a retirement amount or something like that. Or if you're planning to have your retirement fund and stuff, always part of having some sort of liquidation process next to you, because you need liquid cash when you're retired. So
Right.
although the crypto adoption and utilization is still in place, we don't know how long it would take. So yeah, plan and always mitigate your risk is what I would say. Diversify, mitigate your risks.
Mhm.
So I think the long-term viable cryptos that will be widely adopted aren't even out yet. There'll be new projects developed and secured by the big banks with the funds and resources for implementation. I would kind of agree and disagree to this particular point, because there are a lot of projects which are already existing, which big banks have been using from years. You take Ripple, for example, XRP, you take Stellar, and you take Tron. These three blockchains, I would say, have been used by banks themselves for transferring money from one location to another location in the world, mainly
Mhm.
because of the cheap transaction cost that is there and the time it takes for the amount to actually reflect. They have been utilizing these blockchains. So if I want to transfer $1,000 from US to India, rather than going by the actual viable uh, transaction, I mean the actual existing transaction mechanism wherein you wire it from a bank to bank, even though it might take a few minutes or so, the transaction cost is much higher for the bank per se. But when it comes to converting that $1,000 to XRP and then sending it across, it's a fraction of cost that you would actually pay, a very small fraction. So this has been used by big banks from quite some time, but they're not telling you that. All right.
Well, because
So if
again,
you go back and check the news of XRP or Tron or anything as such, say 5 years back, 5 to 6 years back, you would see a list of 10 to 15 banks who have started using this particular network for money, sending money from one place to another place. But they do not speak about that. So let's see.
oh yeah.
Yeah, Questa.
No, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, um, they're not openly saying it, right? Because again, that's where they'll lose their money because they don't want
Hmm.
crypto to. That's when crypto start going up again, and they're scared of that. They don't want that to happen yet. They want to get their position,
Absolutely.
and then that's when they're going to start. Hey guys, actually, what I said like 10 years ago, that I was wrong. I was ignorant. I'm better now. I understand this stuff. This is the way to go. So right now, again, like they just want to instill that fear. They want to get the positions, and they're gonna harp hard on it afterwards, because then that's when they make their money and they can then start pulling out and day trading all they want to do.
Yeah, and John says agreed, but the banks are gonna want to. Yeah, I totally agree to that. I mean, that's where I guess the central banks for digital currencies, the CBDCs, are coming into picture, because the regular traditional banks, they cannot play this game. They definitely cannot play this game with fiat in their hand. So, yeah, they need a digital mechanism. So that's where I believe CBDCs are going to definitely crop up in each and every country, and that's where we can see that trend shift happening from fiat to crypto. But as far as I think, fiat need not be a complete washed out kind of a currency. I mean, crypto and fiat can definitely coexist.
Mhm.
It can either be this or that. In fact, if you look at it, we are already using digital kind of payments. I mean, I don't know if I spoke about this or not. Your Google Pay, your Apple Pay, these are digital currencies in themselves. Where do you have the actual physical money that you're paying to anyone? It's just a digital transaction that shows your bank account balance, right? So,
I mean, even like as far as back like credit cards or debit cards, it's still
exactly. That's still digital
that's a
money.
piece of plastic that's saying, okay, I want to transfer this money from here over to here.
Right. What difference does it make if it's crypto or fiat then?
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that would change is just what it is, like whether it's crypto or if it's just like a dollar, whatever, the pound, anything like that. That's the only thing that would change, the only variable.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's if you look at it, it's a very simple concept. It's easily adoptable. It's not something which is out of the world. But like you said, Questa, the awareness and the kind of thought process that needs to change a little.
Right. Oh yeah.
HM86 when bull run. I think when the bull is let out of the pen.
When it's ready.
Yeah. But yeah, on a serious note, I believe that I think the market is a little bit hazy right now, especially with big people getting into crypto. They're just waiting for the right opportunity. That's one side. They're just waiting for clear-cut regulations to go ahead and start their investments. They're at the edge. I'm telling you, they're at the edge. Everyone wants to get their hands dirty, but they're just waiting for clear-cut regulations because they do not want to end up with a pile of coup or tax on their head slapped. They don't want that happening. They just want their money safe. So.
Oh yeah. Right.
That's one part. So I guess we are at the 47 mark. Let's go ahead. It's time for the giveaway then.
All right. You got that all set up?
Right. Yep. The tool is up and running. You just tell me the hashtag and we are going to go for that.
All right. So let's ask the audience what they want for a hashtag. Because I think we chose it last time. Or maybe you guys think we're good for a hashtag. Think of a good one.
Yeah. Give us a good one, guys. We will go for that.
We'll give you 5 seconds. It's already over by the time it reached them.
Fine. We'll think of the hashtag.
You guys are too slow.
Hey, come on. I think we are already 5 minutes in delay with them. So we need to give them some time.
Still not typing. All right. Retirement fund.
Mass adoption.
Mass adoption is good.
Lambo.
When Lambo, no.
I already have my Lambo. This is my
Do you guys even remember?
I won't
Do you
really
guys even remember the flaming Lambo?
It is.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
There you
Let's
go.
get that again.
Yeah. I think we should get back to when Joe actually showed us a literal flaming Lambo, how it looks.
Remember, we got to get Joe and Ed on here. That way we can get.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Act
We would like to have the demonstration once again.
Right.
Or probably a showcase of what a flaming Lambo looks like. And
You know what? We should pull that. We should pull that recording and just grab that clip.
Yeah.
But we didn't do this on a Thursday. It could be Throwback Thursday for Flaming Lambo.
There we go.
You got a lot to choose from. So you hashtag mass adoption. When Hondo. Thanks, Joe. All right.
Shall we go with hashtag mass adoption then?
Sure.
That's my option's good. Yeah, I like that one.
Thanks, Dax.
The 2022 Lambo.
Guys,
There we
just hold
go.
on till I actually complete the type and give it a go over here. So, oops. So, there we go. Yeah, you can start posting your comments right now.
All right, go for it, guys.
I'll
Joe,
give it
better be a good portrayal of the 2022 version. He wants to burn the 2022 model. Actually, no, we're not even on the 2022. That's still a tongue twister after 6 months. We're almost at the 2023 Lambo.
That's there, yes. Do you guys know Lamborghini also launched their own set of NFTs?
Oh my gosh. This is the first time I'm hearing it.
No, it's quite some time. I don't know if it's actually the thing, but it's like your key for your car is actually an NFT. So if you own an NFT, then you get the actual physical key to your car. So you purchase it completely online. And there is this new, I guess, Nike shoes or some other shoe brand. They have their own NFTs in OpenSea. You can actually purchase the NFT and have the same shoe physically done and sent across to you after a claim period. There is a physical claim option available. Yeah.
What?
So it's trending on OpenSea right now. I forgot the actual this thing, and I was surprised to see 3 ETH for the minimum flow.
Jeez.
I was like, for a shoe? Come on.
Custom made shoe, Mr. Aslan. You gotta remember that.
Oh,
it's a custom.
you know what? Your
made.
name is not there on the shoe. And who would actually look into the shoe and check for your name on it?
I would always have to look down to like I made those. Especially if I'm putting that much money into it.
Oh my god, I don't know. I would only imagine the person who would be buying it for 3 or 5 Ethereum as such, and knowing what kind of a care that you will have to, the amount of money you would spend on actually caressing the entire shoe collection that you might own. I agree to that. I mean, there are people who are a little bit into shoe collection and stuff, so they do manage it. I don't know, they don't even wear it, but they just collect it just for the fun of it. So
Or maybe
we do have collectors.
They may start their own NFT
Shoe museum.
Nike collection. These were custom made. I spent $20K
Yeah.
back when ETH was only 1,800. What's the
All
sales
right,
word?
East.
100,000. You spent 100,000 for shoes? Yeah. Today's price,
No,
of
no.
course. Not when I bought them. Today's price
Yeah.
is worth 100,000. You got to remember.
I mean,
these
you won't
things.
speak in dollars. You don't speak in dollars. You speak in Ethereum values.
Oh yeah. So I only bought it for 3.8 ETH.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I was like, you could actually literally own a shoe factory in some of the third world countries if you even had that much amount of money,
Yeah, but what's the
and
fun
make
in
a
that?
whole lifetime of customized shoes that you feel like.
But NFTs, come on, Mr. Aslan.
Yeah.
you gotta have those NFTs.
Wonder if there would be any RGB NFTs which would give you oomph factor, All right, so let's go ahead and run this contest. We have 20 entries. We ready? Shall I hit the draw button?
Let's do it.
All right. There we go.
Good luck to everybody.
Yep. Fingers crossed.
Oh.
There you go.
Bro. What? First time. And I always do it as a joke.
You don't want
Oh
it,
man, that's funny.
it's okay. We are here to take it from.
Start again. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll spin it again.
I mean-
We'll spin it again. Hey, no, come on. You deserve it.
Congrats.
Thank you guys.
Get in touch with
Congratulations, Questa. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Reddy will also be actually cutting down the fee for transacting token, right? So there'll be a 30% tax for transaction. So Questa would only get 70%.
that is correct.
Man, those gas fees, man, they're really killing us.
Part of my 30% goes, 10% goes to Mr. Aslan because he's now my manager.
That's fine. I'm out of it.
But hey, I mean, if people are really listening to this, we are just trying to crack a joke. You would be getting the entire 1 trillion in your wallet. So no questions asked, no terms and conditions, no giveaway subject to market conditions as such. So
Yeah, you guys aren't the bait.
So that's there. So all right, let me quickly take up the small segment of cafe number 35, and you finally won. Joe says that on the comment section.
Yep. Jason Quisters me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, there we go. Don't worry, this is not my wallet. I've just taken some random wallet and
Yeah, we know, Mr. Aslan. We know you've got millions upon millions. Don't worry.
Yeah, you know what? Look at all this. It's only NFTs.
Hey, those might be worth millions.
And some tokens called Carrot. I haven't even heard of it. And this is a dust token for sure. Luna v2.io. This is a dust token. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know Metroverse. I have heard of Metroverse. I don't know. But the rest all are NFTs and stuff. So
it's the scam
Wait, for
token that's not supporting the metaverse. But they say they are.
Yeah.
So we believe them.
Yeah. So I mean, for the educational first segment as such, I'll keep it very basic and very short. So on Etherscan, you all know Etherscan is one of those blockchain scanners. The same way you have Polygon Scan, you have BAC Scan and stuff like that. So this is a place where you can actually go for searching project related details in terms of holders, transaction and stuff like that, or your own wallet details as well. So how is it as a person who is using Etherscan? You can go ahead and check your wallet portfolio as well. And yes, you don't need to actually connect your wallet to any of the apps or any of the wallet apps as such to know what your value or your worth of the wallet is. You can always head over to Etherscan. That's how your portfolio applications pull your data, right? So you just punch in your wallet address over here in the search bar. It opens up this page. The first tabs that you have over here are your transactions. These are the most recent transactions that you have. You can just click on the transaction hash and you will be able to know more details of the transaction. I'll keep that bit for another episode. But yeah, this is where you can view your transactions. Your internal transactions will be your wallet specific transactions, whatever you have done right from the way beginning. Your ERC20 token transactions will be the actual regular ERC tokens that you have. The same goes with BAC side tokens. If you go to BAC scan, you will have BAC token transactions that shows up. ERC 721 is nothing but your NFTs as such. So all your NFTs transactions that are there, that will be categorized under ERC 721 because that's standard of the smart contract that they operate on. ERC 1155, it's a hybrid contract. It can even be a normal token or a NFT in itself. Analytics and comments, that's just there for I guess a normal wallet, not so much informative, not so user friendly, I would say. But yeah, I mean, you could use it at your advantage. But what is it that you want to know? What are the tokens that are there in your specific wallet? First and foremost, you can hover over here and click on the drop down. You'll be able to see all your tokens. You can see ERC 721, you have 40, that's the NFTs that you have. You have the ERC 20 tokens, that's 4. You can see the tokens over here. The value in terms of dollars, that depends entirely on Etherscan actually, because the project has to go ahead and register and probably send in the request to add in the dollar amount value so that it pulls out the market data and then starts reflecting. Only if Etherscan approves it, that is when you can see the dollar amount value that shows up. So it has nothing to do with the project in itself. It is completely dependent on Etherscan website. And when you want to actually know your entire portfolio, you can just hover on, click on this particular wallet icon. It will show up the entire list of tokens that you have. You can also go ahead and filter out up to 100 tokens, be it your NFTs or the regular tokens, everything shows up. So this is your actual portfolio. You can see the net worth in USD is 836.63. This is an indicative because, like I said, it only shows up the value of those tokens which are uh, registered with Etherscan to show up the value. The rest of the tokens which are not showing up the USD value will not add up to this particular amount. So you can always wait for those projects to get listed, or you can use other third-party portfolio apps which will pull the data from various other sources as well. Guardian is in fact coming out with these kind of tracking mechanisms, so wait for that to come out. So I mean, I'll keep that simple and straight. This is where your NFT assets are also there. This is something new that they recently added. So you can actually view a thumbnail image. This wasn't there earlier, but now this is something recent. You can, instead of going ahead and connecting your wallet to OpenSea, you can always come down to Etherscan and also view your details of your NFTs that you own over here as well. So this is a small segment that I had on the educational stuff for today. That's it.
Awesome.
Alrighties.
You know what I got for you? Guardian stuff. Guardian stuff.
Whoa. Okay.
Come on now.
I'm all ears.
First of all, polo shirt. Awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you, Royce, for finding fantastic product. So now I can, at least not wear my jacket in the summer, which is cool. So over at Guardian, we like to say F5, JACD,
Mhm.
knows what that means. And if you haven't been over on the platform, go on, check out a couple pages. We're prettying them up, making them a little, kind of revamping them a little bit, making them a little more fun. And so check out the survey page and the About Guardian page. And you'll definitely see some changes on there. And then we'll just keep working through it. But, just thought I'd mention that to you guys because I know everybody goes on Guardian every day to get their news, their token data, their exchange information.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, you have it on dark mode.
Hey, dark mode is superior. I mean, come on.
I love dark mode.
Yeah. Dark mode's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have some of some samples that we put up there so you guys can see some of the results from the surveys. Obviously they change, but we put a few of those up there and just moved things around, made it hopefully really much more user friendly and shorter also, because we heard that I think on mobile there was a lot of scrolling.
Mhm.
So we also put in it was this morning actually. I think I did it this morning, but anyway, we got something in the footer at the bottom of every page, so it'll just bring you to the top automatically. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Oh, this.
I just saw it. That's
There
cool.
you go. That's good. Yeah, that's a really good feature in terms of user experience. Yes.
Oh yeah, that is awesome.
And then if you go to the About page, you'll see that we tightened it up a little bit, and
Mhm.
yeah.
I'll just head over there. Yeah.
So that is. Oh, I'm actually using my mouse to point, but that doesn't work, obviously. Contract address and the buy Guardian now, right at the top where it should be, and then everything just flows. So explore. Just when you have a sec, explore.
Nice.
Awesomeness.
Yeah,
Yep. Read the white paper, read the light paper.
exactly.
Mhm.
Do not forget that.
No.
So, there you go, all the beautiful faces. I think Ed needs to get a better picture. I think this is from his high school. Come on, Ed. You look way better than this.
And look, there's the merch shop where you can get your polo shirt.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
this is where your merch shop is.
Yeah.
Or for the hat lovers, you got your baseball hat right there.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I've been working on some fun stuff with that. Just thought I'd let you guys know. And in Guardian main chat, I may throw up a F5 and dive, and then you guys will know that there's something new to look at.
Awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think we should make it a habit. Like every week, go down to Guardian and press F5. Some other thing is always added.
Definitely.
I mean, if in case people are watching this and you would like to share the survey to others, it's an open survey. I would strongly recommend that you share this particular page or the survey to a maximum amount of people who are not even interested in crypto as well, because we would like to know that inputs that are also very much important. Because when it comes to market sentiment and market research, this surveys give you a lot more data, and that would also shape the path of where Guardian or Archangel as an entire ecosystem can flow through in the next coming days as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's really, really important. So share it with the maximum people that you have around you, be it whether they're interested in crypto or not. That's a secondary concept, but they just need to take the survey. It's as simple as that. So I mean, it hardly takes 5 to 10 minutes of your time, not more than that. So
5 minutes, and that's even looking at how many NFTs you have in your wallet.
Yeah, probably. That's
Yeah.
true. While you're on the subway, you can just speak to random people if you feel like, but don't go outward on it like, hey, you need to invest in crypto because there is a lot of money involved. Please do not say that.
Not on the subway.
I know, not on the subway. Because you know what? If people really get a little wrong, there is nowhere for you to run. So you need to be careful.
Definitely.
And then let's see. As far as the other side, Archangel, we recently did the poll for the Charity Lotto.
Yep.
It's in there, and I believe it was about 70-ish%. I don't remember the exact number of community members that approved Arca to move forward with that Lotto program with Charity. So it's a matter of nailing down the details as far as the parameters of the contest. But see, there you go. Just what Joe said.
Yeah. True. I almost forgot about this. I'm so sorry. I think
That's okay.
diverted to the regular stuff. So yeah, I mean, this lottery program is something that we will have to definitely look forward to. It will be a cool one to see.
Yep, under construction.
I guess what I mean, as far as I saw on their website, it was a prize pool of 5K USD or something, right? With the
on the Charity website,
yeah, on the Charity website, Charity website.
Yeah,
it was around that much price. So you did have, you purchase a certain amount of tickets, you do get a certain amount of tickets free, like I think 4 tickets or 5 tickets or 2 tickets free, something like that. I mean, they did have this mechanism of additional tickets that you can actually own. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see how it actually goes.
Yeah,
definitely. Yep.
I'm excited to see if I win.
There you go. So you bought some.
By Guardian. We'll see, folks.
There you go.
But that's all I have. No surprises. No more surprises.
So we were speaking about, bigger companies and stuff like that. This is the career page which Guardian has. And look at what company names are here.
Mm-hmm.
you have Cisco, you have Morgan Stanley, and what is it that they have as keywords? Product development and crypto fund.
Yep.
Yes.
Ding! There you go, City. You have security, digital asset, PKI, engineer, software developer. Why does Citibank want a blockchain related developer? And NFT? Come on, why? Yo, Bank of America, come on. Why?
Yeah.
These are the same guys who were speaking of crypto bubbles, right? Why are they even
Yep.
wanting these kind of guys for careers right now? Wells Fargo. Okay. You have Gemini.
Ford wanting their NFTs as well. You saw that?
I don't know. Fill your eyes with whatever you feel like in this career section, because this is where you also get to know what kind of trend is happening in the background as against what's being told to you in the foreground, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do not believe the mass media too much. They're all regulated shared spaces. That's it.
Right. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say regulated. I'm sorry. I used the wrong word. I should say biased.
Filling a certain agenda to a point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
All righties. We are at an hour and 10 minutes mark. So, do we have anything more to add up?
I do not.
All right, Questa, how about from your end?
Nope. Just to have a good week.
Mhm.
Be safe out there, everybody. And let's see how everything goes. You know, I'm really excited for. I mean, I always said I was excited for the future, but to finally see all this stuff happening, to see that career page and seeing those people, like those banks and those companies asking for the literally the groups that we were talking about, seeing them
Right.
asking for people experienced in that to hire. It's mind blowing. It is absolutely
It is.
awesome, and it's insane.
It's real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh,
That's
ooh, it's invigorating. Yeah,
Um,
just everybody that's right now, that's night. Have a good night, Mr. Aslan. Have a good Monday and work day.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
We
So, see you all, everyone, in the next episode of Archa Cafe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.